I don't know how much not talking is gonna actually be not talking and how much is just gonna be talking less. Nice. I'm so fucking good at this game. I'm so fucking good at this game. Start the session off with 2x Wiley. I'm kind of just the best ever. I'm going for 3x, fuck it. That phase 2 was so evil. Every single one of those raid canisters, or like the movement before, it was like, the movement he did before he like actually settled on like a final position. That was so evil. Every single time I thought he was gonna face the other direction. So I had to like, book it to the corner every single time. Every single time I had to book it to the corner. Cause it just looked like he was gonna like rebound off the wall and I was gonna have to dodge the other way. Oh wait, does that? Did I just get greedy there, or? Okay, that messes with stuff. I got greedy on the start. Actually, it's like fine. It's like high-key kind of fine. Also, my throat feels like fine enough that I don't feel like I need to like put not talking much in the title. Oh, I almost just got a 3x. I almost just got 3x Wiley in like 10 minutes. Hi Amsterdam, you just missed some like crazy shit I just did, but okay, let's see this Yuri. I'm gonna share this on stream, hold on, because this is kind of awesome. I'm quite a fan of this, I must say. I must say I'm rocking with this. I'm rocking with this. Okay, back to the game. Also, let me take that out of the title. So yeah, I'm kind of just the goat of this. Choked. 3x hardest fight in the game. 10 minutes into a sesh. Yeah, my rating is that I'm rocking with this out of 10. That's the rating. Why is EE on the front page of Twitch and not the actual LMBM stream? I'm still probably not going to talk as much as I normally do, but it's not enough to where I don't wanna... I think it's like necessary information. It's like 5% of a max power sore throat. Maybe like 10 actually. At this point, I wanted 2 segments of it. I think that Wily 3x choke is the best proof I have that I am currently at the skill level to get this. More than anything else I've done, almost 3xing Wily Machine, like, lets me know that I am actually good enough at the game to get this now. Because, like, when you start going for a grind, start going for a hardest in any game, a lot of the time at the start of the grind, you are not good enough to get a successful attempt. But then there's a point where, like, a successful attempt actually becomes viable, and that's probably the closest I've gotten to that point. That 3x Wily. That proves to me that, like, I can still play Wily Machine under nerves, and I can still play consistently. Because I was getting nervous after that first clear, because I was like, 2x attempt to Night Queen? And then I tried going for the 3x and I almost got it. Like, more so than anything, that is proof that this is viable. That is, like, inarguable proof that I am nasty enough with the game to get this. Also, now I have a no strings attached 2x on my machine, which is cool. This song is so fun. Oh. Okay, I did that strap wrong. I think once I get full fortress, my priority is going to shift to, like, full attempts. Because with the way the Buster only runs work, I don't think that, like, I don't know, 4 out of 8 robos to end would be that beneficial of a run. If I was doing this with weapons, I would go for that, but I just don't think that really gets me much. And also, it's, like, more arbitrary anyway, because the route doesn't matter. Buster only. Also, that's my sign that I absolutely need to buff my warm-up. I will probably be buffing it to requiring myself to do everything 2x and do Wily in order for me to consider it a perfect warm-up. And then if I miss something, I have to do it 3x. Except Wily, which I just have to hit it at one point. don't think I'll ever get to a point where I'm, like, forcing myself to do Wily 2X. It just feels so much harder to consistently do than the other fights in the game. But I don't think it would be that productive to, like, force myself to do it if I don't first try the fight. My phase 2 consistency is getting so much better, though. Which is really, like, really happy to see that. Because my phase 2s were starting to get a little dodgy. I was starting to get to a point where phase 2 is harder for me than phase 3. It's, like, not ideal. Level. Up. Back. Down. I forgot which side we were on for some reason. I was trying to dodge that at first, like it was gonna come from the side that Purple Devil was actually on. For some reason. This beat is so good, by the way. Oh. For some reason, this beat gives off, like, Emblem and video vibes. I don't even know why. I don't think he's ever used it, but that's just the vibe. I do hope my consistency on early game is still good when I get back to doing full attempts. Because I don't think I'm doing full attempts until I get full fortress at this point. I am just too good at endgame to not capitalize on that. Take care of this. Rather than to, like, you know, dilute that, I guess? Or I don't know if that's the right word, but, like, I don't wanna rely on, like, if I get to endgame, I do something really good. I just want to play endgame specifically until I do the best endgame thing I can do, which is Full Fortress. Honestly, one of these days I might just add all of IA5 to my warm-up. That's probably a bit overkill, but like, you know? I would say overkill can't hurt, but I guess it's all just a matter of how many attempts can I do. I think this might be the best beat on the album, honestly. I have two things. Let me check them after this. Like the next time I get downtime, I'll check my things. I'll probably check them after this attempt because I don't want it to be like serious thing, and then I have to like ruminate on that for the rest of the attempt. Base entry already. Very good start to the sesh. All my sessions start well, it feels like, at this point. Okay, so I checked what the DMs was. It was a friend DMing me like an OC score. Apparently, Lifeline fucking 7 missed Defenders DT just now? Chill? That's my goat? That's my goat. How did I hit that hitbox? How did I still, like, hit his hitbox? I must have been on, like, the very edge of it. Driver, show me a picture of that guy's hitbox. I just gotta like lock in and make the swap to CUX one of these days so I can use Lua scripts and see the hitbox shenanigans. Why are it's like the Mega Man 6 oh, CAC. Is that slang for calculator? Unrelated to calc slang for calculator? I'm gonna blame losing that last attempt to me getting slightly out of flow state from finding out Lifeline 7 missed Defenders DT. That checks out. That checks out. I think I might know the one for, like, far right ones, because I was just, like, scrolling through RYM forums, or not, like, scrolling through, I was, like, digging through the RYM forums, and then someone just, like, offhandedly, like, mentioned the phenomenon. I can't remember it, like, off the dome, but I feel like if I saw it, I would remember it. Yeah, that checks out. Yep. Yep. Can I do that? Okay, the second part of it is like trash. I can tell that much. Is that actually just like white trash, but in katakana? Something white trash when white fucking trash when I see an ultra, but it's okay. Yeah, I saw a mod. I'll let that through. I can't even think about that phrase like normally. I just think fucking Toho white fucking trash when I see an ultra. Like, why did he say that? Why did he say that? I only like even know that clip because of his HRTP grind. I don't know what like that whole katakana is doing there. So that's honestly surprisingly close to Social Justice Warrior. Yeah. Is there even, like, a natural language without any swap words? I think, first of all, we have to figure out what a swap word is, because that's just a completely fucking meaningless sentence I just said. Yeah, I'm leaning towards no. Ugh. Checks out, honestly. BBM Woolizzy. I wouldn't call it that. I wouldn't call it that, personally. It's still so funny to me how, like, Rick Ross kind of just restored his public image with the fucking BBL Drizzy shit. That shit is still so funny to me. He had absolutely no skin in the game. He was just jumping in for joke's sake. The video of him just being like, yo Drake, and then it's just not like us playing at a pool party is still one of the funniest things to come out of the entire beef. Side note, I still haven't uploaded the 5-hit as an unlisted YouTube video somehow. Literally in the description of the last progress video, I was like, 5-hit video to be uploaded later, and then I just never did it. I have been sitting on that 5-hit since last year. To be fair, I kind of just don't care about it, even though it's like a really good low-hit run. Even when I got it, I didn't really care about it because I stopped caring about low-hit runs by that point. I was just like, I want to do something clean low-hit run. That was the cleanish low-hit run, and now I'm just like, cool, I have this. you back. Long titles on Parent Dash reference, that's crazy. Ooh. Backed it up. Fly high. Hi, hi. Second best. I misread it. For some reason I thought it was gonna go high-low and it went low-high. I just like misread the telegraph. I have been sent something in a friend group server. Let me take a look at this. Good gameplay so far, though. Very good session. That wasn't a nerves mistake, per se. I think I just got mental stat gapped there. Am I on the Wildly One lines now? This is one of the last rooms left that I'm still basically improvising. Honestly, I think Full Fortress might be the last thing I upload to YouTube before I get the clear. How did I almost back that up? But also, why the fuck am I still messing up Rounder? If YB1 continues being like an asshole, I think I'll just pivot to... I'll just pivot to fucking YB5 practice. What the fuck am I doing? Now they're not even being slick with it. They're just getting straight to the point. No song and dance. Just viewers' website link. We've distilled these scams down to their bare essentials. Random thought that honestly there's a non-zero chance if I was like, if I had a 2-monitor setup, I would just be watching LMBM on my other monitor right now. How many months? Please don't let this be the clear attempt because it's just gonna look like I'm saying 6 months, like how many months to nothing. Phantom 6 months joke. That's what you want to happen on electricity. Why is it so hard for me to do that? Doesn't make sense. Kind of crazy that I feel like it's already viable to get a clear attempt, or at least close to a clear attempt, not even 50 days, or 100 hours into this. I still don't think sub 100-hour clear is happening, but the fact that it's like theoretically viable is insane. Up. Back. Down. up. I don't know if he would say this. No. I was trying to think of a way to, like, bring up the... it's from Scorcher, right? I haven't heard... I was trying to think of a way to bring up the fucking El Scorcho half Japanese girls line. Or, like, change it to be about this game, but I can't think of anything. I can workshop it. If I didn't pigeonhole my, like, stream notice into being girl who X's, I could make that a stream notice. I don't know enough about this game to think of something. I think the only people who know anything about this game that are watching are, like, people who are, like, close friends of mine and have just been tuning into every stream, and, like, one person who actually plays this game. There's some people who have probably watched, like, 20 plus hours of this grind, and if I didn't tell them, they wouldn't know that these games have, like, weapons other than the Mega Buster. I'm basically streaming, like, a dashless map grind to a group of people who don't know that the game can have dashing in it. I use this analogy a lot, but that's still, like, a really funny archetype of viewer that I've cultivated. They don't even know about the Metal Blade around these parts. I wonder what the experience of, like, no-hitting vanilla Mega Man 2 is gonna be after this. Honestly, it might be surprisingly hard to get used to vanilla Mega Man 2 engine after playing this for so many hours. I'm, like, so autistic about the engine differences between all these games. I read, like, the task overviews to, like, make sure that my gut feelings were correct. That's, like, the level of, like, deep into shit I am. So every single attempt that's gone out of Wily 1 has gone to Wily 4, which is where we want to be. I think I got over the Porygon hump. At least for now. It's not really giving me much trouble anymore, which I'm happy about. Like, I'm fine with taking deaths to it, I just don't want it to be like an established thing that I will take deaths to. Like, I'm fine with my first Wily entry being a Wily 3 Porygon fail. Yeah? Oh. Backed it up. What are we doing here, bruh? This shit is unserious. Poopy diaper field? Who does this benefit? Also, I barely remember the electricity and magnetism unit of my non-AP physics class. So, like, I am of no assistance. I cannot aid you. Oh. Scary. Scary. W5 is giving me, like, back half of Wily 5 is giving me the business a bit more than I expected it to so far. I do think that ring thing is just like a one-off nerves issue. I'm not too worried about it. Or, like, not nerves issue per se, but it's just kind of a, like, heat of the moment while you're just getting crossed thing. Alright. Another attempt, another shift at the Wily 5 factory. Another shift at the Wily 5 factory. I hope I get a Wily 5 pass today. Cat walking into the Wily 5 death factory. I'm the cat right now. I do like that shot because even though it is still at least slightly risky, it's a lot clearer to tell what the issue was when there is an issue. Like, it's always just, oh, I messed up the setup. Oh, I didn't get the crossover. I haven't gotten walled like that by double dive bomb in a minute. Or was that even double dive bomb, actually? I think it was. It was either that or some other, like, weird combination of attacks that got me into that position. I remembered that killing that was a bad idea. I just got bored and started trying to shotgun it. Also, I'm gonna see the poopy diaper field thing that you said, like, after I pass the stage, I think, or, like, after this attempt dies, whichever comes first. Like, if I lose a Wily 2 attempt because I'm laughing, I don't really care. I'm at the point where, honestly, if I'm not at base fight, I kind of just don't care about the full Fortress attempt. The expectation is starting to become get to Wily 5 every time, which is kind of fucking insane. Okay, let me see what this is about. What are we doing? Why is it just called... Calling it the poopy diaper field? Who does this benefit? Who does this benefit? I'm guessing it's just like a goofy mnemonic. Also, I should probably check Olympian bracket after this. I'm just curious what's going on. I stopped watching after Muteus first Sonics to start stream. The girl who delayed the start of stream by like 30 minutes to watch Muteus get reverse 3-0'd by Sonics. LMBM is kind of funny this year. Mainly because of one entirely... I'm gonna be honest, it was a pretty like insane circumstance. So basically like... almost all the Steve players who were in attendance were like rooming in New Jersey, like away from the venue. But that specific like area, the specific place where they were staying, got so snowed in that they couldn't get back to the venue for day 3, so they like all had to DQ. And day 3 is like the majority of the bracket. Like, for some reason, LMBM is run so that, like, all of top 128 is, on Sunday. I don't know why. It is. Down. Back. Snow is selling everything we need to remove all of it. If it was players I liked, I would agree with you. I am indifferent towards Steve players, I just do not like the character, so it's just funny that out of all of like the contingents of the player base down, it was specifically the players who play the best character in the game, who was already planned to be banned at the event. Like, that's the other funny thing. LMBM was supposed to be a Steve banned event, it just wasn't, because I forget the reason. And then all of the Steves couldn't make day 3 anyway. So, like, Mother Nature was just like, wait... Real name Dante X. Real name Rock. No meme. Guy named Brock. Good roll. Very good roll. Big fan of this one. I thought that was gonna kill for a second. I might do like one more attempt after this. It's getting kind of late. Porygon is a bum. You heard it here first. kind of worried about the ceiling there, honestly. Such good while they want to 4 consistency. Just having some unfortunate 1v5 fails just because I'm getting so many attempts there. I don't think it's anything worth worrying about. If I was having fails like this when I wasn't getting there that much, I would be way more worried. But I think it's just the old, more attempts to an area, quality of attempts to the area goes down theorem. I think just like running forward round start is kind of the play. Just to make round start dash much less of an issue. Like, what else is even scary round start? Where being closer to him is a bad thing? I probably should have tried to get out of the corner there. There I just second-guessed myself. Fuck off. Why am I playing Tornado so horribly today? Why am I saying today even? That's just like 2 questionable decisions in like quick succession. Only one of them actually ended up playing out bad. See. I think next one of the 1 pass is probably gonna be last attempt of the stream. It's weird, because I do want to do longer temp sessions once I'm in the game and playing it. I just, like, it takes me a while to get actually into the game, even though when I have the game open, it's like, this is what I've been wanting to do all day, I just haven't done it yet. It's weird. It's quite weird and strange. I think next session I'll probably dedicate more time to Wily 5 practice. Because I do feel like my consistency on it is going down, like, lower than I would want it to be. Even taking the theorem into account. Like, I would want to be getting more attempts to Gemini than I am now. Even with the theorem being the theorem. I think Tornado is just a very easy fight to, like, throw attempts to. In, like, a way that's kind of frustrating. Either because of an execution mistake or a weird situation or both. Honestly, not all of the first three, but Snake isn't as easy too, but like every time you get hit the Snake, it's to a weird situation. That has like a very low chance of happening, so when it does happen, it's just like, are we serious, man? Maybe I'll do like one more after this attempt, actually. It's not like as late as I thought, but like if this gets a far, then it'll probably be the last thing I do today. Up. Back. Down. Why am I like taking it? Why am I like doing that big of an XL? Just fucking one of the three, dude. I think that might be the first time I've ever gotten like a fully clean 4 pellet kill. Mega Drain. I think I might have to shift the priorities with the warm-up, honestly. For the time being. Like, I just want to get more consistent at Wily 5 above everything else right now. So I think focusing into, like, doing more concerted efforts to, like, lock in on Wily 5 would be more helpful. Sort of a deal. Why are they 5 entries today? The furthest death that wasn't to YV5 was 1-rounder death. I am... Whoa, that's insane. Really. I need to give myself more credit for that. YV5 was just kind of the torture mansion right now. Which, to be fair, it is by far the hardest stage in the run. Like, it's not really close. Are you Why did 4 of my 5 Wily 5 entries today die to Stone and Tornado? Dude. It's earlier than I thought it would be. I'll do like one more. Like, why did I not just go to the corner? Why did I have to make things more complicated for myself? Strat for Dash Punch is go to the corner. Like, almost regardless of where you are on the screen, going to the corner for Dash Punch is the best option. Why did I think that was a bad option in that instance? I think I just overthought. I was like, oh, don't go to the corner there because it'll be harder to dodge the next stuff. But you have ample time to get into position for the attacks where you want to be in the center. That's why being in the corner that's why being in the corner to deal with dash push is such a good strat for Stone Man. You are still able to make it to the center on that fight pretty efficiently. And, like, pretty... Like, not without having to take that much of a risk. Like, it's not risky to go from the center to the corner there, or from the corner to the center. If you're in a situation where going to the center is a good idea. And if you're not, then why are you going to the corner, why are you going to the center in the first place? Yeah, next session is, like, starting with 5v5 practice, almost certainly. I am starting to genuinely need it. Okay, last attempt is this one, like, for sure this time. Even if I die to, like, fucking MM2 posse quick on 1 HP or something, I'm not doing another attempt. Up. Down. I think it's sessions like this that make stuff like the Mega Man 2 Posse Choke more frustrating in retrospect than they are in the moment. Because now it's like, well, if I just had a Wily 6 entry, I wouldn't be like putting all this pressure on myself to get back there. Or I wouldn't be putting all this pressure on myself to get there. Like, it's just like, I have a Wily 6 entry. That's chill. Sometimes the session doesn't go super great, but like, I got that, so like I don't feel like I'm missing something. And now it feels like I am missing something because I don't have a Wily 6 entry. Like, I don't know how satisfied I'm gonna be with a Wily 6 entry, but it's definitely gonna be like less frustrating. I mean, admittedly, knowing myself, I would have been like way more frustrated if it wasn't at least like a Wily Phase 2 entry. If I got hit anywhere in Wily 6 before Wily Machine Phase 2, I would have been saying the same thing. I'm just gonna level with you. I just know myself well enough that that would have been what's happening. This is the best song on the album, by the way. If I got hit there because I thought I was gonna kill it, I didn't, I would have been really annoyed, I think. Also, it might be more than just practice Wily, like spam practice Wily 1. Because it's starting to become more inconsistent than, like, I am definitely more inconsistent at Wily 1 than I am at 2 through 4. So I think it would help out a bit to, like, try and spam for consistency on Wily 1. Maybe get the stage, like, 3 to 5 times in a row? Six base final entries today. Really fucking good. How did I dodge that? That was like the world's dodgiest orbs of all time. I think increased Wily 5 consistency is the only thing I need to get to the this can happen any day phase. That is how you want to play Tornado. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's confidence restoring. I think no matter how this runs ends, I'm gonna be at least somewhat satisfied. More satisfied than I would have been if I ended all that stone run anyway. That last broad walk was scary, but somehow it worked. I guess I short hopped before the, like, the detection for jumps started. Blade fight. Right. Back to plug. Whoa, whoa. Oh, hi. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Back to posse. Don't get attached. I got way too nervous. I got way too in my own head. I'm fine with that. I'm not mad about that because that's just straight up nerves. I think anybody who saw that what I did on Bubble can just tell that is like entirely nerves. I just kind of lost the ability to have proper control. And I just had that kind of like meltdown there. Unfortunate, but at the very least I did get back there. I do still really want to buy the 6th entry, but what can you really do? Alright, that's where I'm gonna call it tonight. Extremely good session overall, even if it does still feel disappointing. Really, anything that doesn't get a Wily 6th entry is gonna feel disappointing at this point. Just inherently. Oh wait, no, that's not what I need to copy now. I need to copy it. I need to copy the text bit. I have it up. I haven't put in the summaries yet. Also, I guess I kind of just didn't play for a bit, huh? Oh, I'm literally just about to end stream. I guess I'll just do like one more thing for the fans. Not like a full attempt, but sure. I'll try and do Wily 5. Oh. That means I'm gonna have to update my settings and everything. I'm gonna have to like redo the tracking stats. I'll see if I can get this. But hi, how was stream? How did you do in the Archie-thon go? Not Archie-thon, Archie collab. Wrong thing! Basically, my goal for the past couple streams has been just to YB1 to the end of the game. So I'm like hard focusing that right now, and I had a really good session of it. I got 6 runs to 195, the stage I'm playing now, but none of them got past because it's the hardest stage in the game by like a mile. So, you know. I'm just gonna try and see if I can do it in isolation because I do need to practice it to some extent. I've kind of not been practicing it as much as I should be. I'll probably like hard focus it next session for a bit. So, weird situation. Now let me update my tracking stats again.
Stage he would prefer because I'm not a Sonic player by trade. I could imagine that Mega Man probably thrives on smaller ones. The lemons do not.
For as long as this match is gonna take, you think they just start this shit a little.
That is EE. I am going to mute that. Love you, EE, but like, I'm not trying to have you talk in the background of me doing sheet stuff. I don't think that's gonna work well. Can paste that back in here. Yeah. I'm just gonna send y'all over to Izzy. /raid. Good session, very good session. Even if I wish I could have capitalized more on how well I was playing, but like